Hi guys, welcome to Coffee Hang. How's it going? Define Style Takeover episode 4. Are we at 4 now? That's so exciting. I am so happy to be here with y'all. I still have some sort of sickness, so I'm sorry if you can hear that. We're working through it. It's allergy season. The weather here in Nashville has finally shifted. So I think that's what's happened too with me. So this week it's finally gotten cooler, and yeah, my body just loves to shake up a little bit whenever all the things change. I'm also a contact wearer, and I feel like I struggle with that as well during this transition. They get drier easier. Apologies, but I'm so glad to be here with y'all and talking fashion and styling again. And this week is a fun one, as they all are. It's been so fun to just chat about fashion. So I have my coffee. I put it in a themed cup, which next week, guys, our episode will be coming out on Halloween, which is so fun. I'm like, do I have a costume? Do I need to get a costume? We'll figure it out. But I have my coffee today, and it is made from home. It's an iced, I guess technically cortado, equal parts milk and espresso, and then I put ice in it. So cheers. And as a little reminder, if you're curious about anything you see in the episode, where it's from, what it is, I have it all linked on my LTK, and I have that linked in the description below. So if you're curious, it's there. I don't know about y'all, but I feel like October is actually letting us enjoy her. I realize it's October 24th when you hear this, and we're almost to the last week of October, but I think it's because we've had is it almost 5 full weeks in October? 1, 2, 3, 4 in some days. September felt so fast. They literally have September has 30 days and October has 31. I don't know what it is, but I just felt like September flew by, but October, it's just I don't know. I feel like I'm actually getting to enjoy this month before, I don't know, so my birthday is November 6th, and as soon as my birthday happens, it's like Halloween, my birthday, and then the holidays is kind of how it feels. And I've been working retail the past 3 years of the holiday season. And I was like, oh, maybe this one, since I'm not working retail, will feel a little bit different. No, it still feels fast. I'm still okay, yeah, the family group chat's saying all their plans and when we're doing this and when we're doing that and all the things. And so it's just I see you if you are also in that boat and I think we all are, figuring out where to meet family, where to be with friends, and all of this. I want to kind of take a breath in the midst of that this season and just soak it up. Anyways, all that to say, I'm excited for the holidays. I'm excited for family time. And speaking of that, before we get into the fashion part, have you all been seeing the Christmas commercials? I'll be watching YouTube or Dancing with the Stars, and I'll start, I won't even be looking at the screen. I'll be doing something else, and you'll hear the Christmas music, and I'm like, corporate America, it's a little early. And I'm someone who doesn't get upset when people start playing Christmas music or whatever. It's funny to me. I'm going to choose different things, but I'm do we really need to run the commercials right now? When is, I guess Black Friday is a little over a month away because we have late Thanksgiving this year, but I'm hello, I don't think it's time yet. Anyways, if you're feeling that way, I see you. We're in this together. Okay, let's get into what I have been up to this week. There's a vlog coming out. The podcast will be out first, maybe. I'm not sure how it's happening, but if you want to see this in action, there is a vlog coming out all about it. But y'all, I finally did what I've been talking about doing, and I transitioned my wardrobe from honestly everything to just fall and winter. And here's my little scientific experiment that's happening and why I'm doing this. I'm in a different closet this year, so the logistics, it kind of needed to be that way for me to actually, get dressed and like see what I have and actually use my clothes. Like such a big part of that is just like getting to see and use my clothes. But another part of it is I am curious what clothes I actually wear like at the end of winter. I'm curious like what clothes I wore and what I didn't and what I was drawn to. And honestly doing a clean out at that point. And so that's part of my experiment and to use more of the clothes that I have. It's one of those things where I was doing it today and yesterday. It was a 2-day job. And I was like, oh, I didn't know I had a oversized chunky knit or a this or a that. I've been talking about getting suede boots, y'all. Literally opened my like winter shoes. It was from when I moved from my parents' house in with Evan. I was like, I literally have a very nice pair, only worn for one season, gray knee-high suede boots. But it's like, that is so like, I know I'm not alone in that, but that's what happens when we don't put our clothes like in front of us, or you know, when things are folded in a drawer and it's stacked like this. It's like I can't see what's under that. Like I always have to flip the stack and do it where it's front to back, I guess. That's kind of the experiment I'm doing, and it's one of those things where it sounds weird, but I'm like thankful that I have like I do have a whole room for my closet, but technically I have less than, I guess, a normal closet because of like my corner units. Again, refer to the vlog if you're confused about what I'm talking about. Or honestly, I'll pop some pictures right here on the screen. And my point is, I'm kind of thankful that it's a little bit smaller because I can transition instead of in my parents' house. I had a walk-in closet where it was one of those like wire systems, kind of like in apartments, you have those wire systems on maybe like 2 or 3 of the walls. And in those, I would still have my categories in my closet, but I would put my summer clothes like behind, and then I would pull the winter ones forward. And for me, I can get overstimulated, or just like, I guess that's the right word. Yeah, overstimulated by seeing just too many things. And my creative juices when I'm getting ready, or I want to like create a style inspo video for y'all and like really think and really like create some fun outfits. But I can't because it's just too much all together, and it's a different textures, and like I'm big with colors and textures and how like they all pair together. So I think for me, when I was transitioning the wardrobe, like I knew I wasn't going to wear linen. So I don't even want linen in my face. I don't even want to see it, because this is like cozy vibes. This is plaid vibes. This is also like when I bring out the sparkles. I have a few things that have sparkles in them, like one skirt that's sequins. Like this is the time for that. That's what I have been doing. Well, I'm recording this on Tuesday, so that's what I did Monday, and then this morning I finished it up, and I'm really, really proud. And it also just feels really nice and neat. You know, when you like go through and you folded everything really well, like that's where we're at. And here's one little tip about folding. And you can look up videos on YouTube and all the things about like how to fold your clothes for most room or whatever. It's like whatever fold you choose, just choose one that you will actually maintain. If you do these sort of like fold, tuck things and you're not going to maintain it, then you probably shouldn't do it. And there's better folds for you. So yeah. Anyways, it's something that I folded one of my drawers a very like particular way, and I was like, I don't know that I can maintain that. So I have kept the drawer that way. It's my athletic drawer, and I'm like, I'm just going to keep it this way, but all the other stuff, I'm not going to do that like tuck folds thing, because I won't do it when I'm doing laundry. I know myself. I love cleaning clothes, y'all, but I do not love folding them. I don't know what it is. It's like I love cooking, but I don't love doing the dishes. I'll do it, but I don't want to do it. Like, I don't know. Back to the closet wardrobe transition. One of the things I feel like it's helpful for us girlies over here at Define, like, we love fashion. So we probably have more than 5 pairs of shoes. I'm saying, like, you've probably spent your hard-earned money on clothes and shoes, and you want to be able to see them. You want to be able to wear them. And that's another reason I want to do this. I was like, I have like spent my hard-earned money on these clothes and these shoes, like those suede boots. I remember they were like more of an expensive investment. And I'm like, I completely forgot I had them because they were in my face. And so it's one of those things where it's like, if you have a Saturday or a few hours, however you want to do it, and like can transition your wardrobe and even almost pack away your summer clothes. It made me so nervous doing that because I've never done that. Like I said, I've always just kind of pushed stuff to the front and then pulled it, to the back. Sorry, I've always pushed stuff to the back and then pulled stuff to the front depending on the seasons. So me completely taking the summer away is new, and like I said, it's an experiment, and I'm curious to see what goes down. If you try it out, let me know. Send me a DM, comment below, all the things. Let me know how you're transitioning your wardrobe, and if you bring out your sweaters, like how you do all the things. Sweaters have always been something that I'm like, how am I supposed to pull these out and not have them falling everywhere? I don't know. Sweaters are one of those things where you can hang some of them, but you can't hang them all. And so it's like, how do I display these so I can see them all? So yeah, in the photos that I've put right here, you can see I did one stack of like oversized / like the ones that come below my hips. And then I did a different kind of stack for cropped because I just feel like those don't fold as well as the oversized. So things like that, hopefully that's helpful as you transition your wardrobe or just pulling out your sweaters. That's kind of what I did. And then another thing for me that I've never done before is I have jeans hanging now. I've always had jeans folded. It's just how my closets have kind of been in my life. And I did a row of like my most used hanging, and then folded our like styles together so that if I'm like, oh, I want a flare leg, like I know kind of what few of those I have and where they're at. And so, yeah, I kind of have a pile of things that I don't wear much of that's for me to try wearing more of in a way. So that's kind of, as you see pictures on the screen, that's kind of some of my thoughts and how I've done my closet, and everyone's different. You might need to have like your work pants all together or your date night tops all together, different things like that. So I will keep y'all updated. I'll update y'all next week on how it's been. I'll have been a full week with the closet as it is. It also just feels cleaner. Thank you. I'm really excited, especially as it's getting cooler. I can like actually wear these clothes. I was like holding off to do it until it actually got cooler. So I'm hoping that we don't have any more warm days because I'll be wearing a sweater. All right, let's get into the Define recap for the week. The first thing that we started with was a little style inspo post. I love doing these just for when it's the start of the week and you're like wanting some inspiration, like what should I wear out with the girls tonight or on date night tonight or to work or, anything like that. And I feel like a lot of brands are having sales right now. So it's like, what am I drawn towards? What do I want? All the things. So that's what I did on Tuesday. And I want to chat through, I'll pop them up on the screen here, chat through each one. The first one, can we talk about this like high sock, like knee-high sock thing? It's probably been around for a minute, but I've been seeing it more and more. Now, I don't know that I am going to be the one to do this look, but I appreciate those that do it. I think there's things in fashion where it's like, okay, I actually want to do that look, or I want to aspire to do that look somehow. And then there's other things. It's like, you know what? I'm going to sit back and let you do that look because I just don't know that I can do that. So this is one of those. The cutie girl with her pointed toe slingbacks were so cute, and her leather skirt, I just was here for it. Those fluffy clogs, y'all. This is another point of why we do this fall wardrobe transition. I don't have these, but I have them kind of in an UGG form. It's the Taz platform, but it's the fluffy ones. And I've been like, oh my gosh, I love these shoes, love these shoes. And I'm like, Malls, you literally have some. And it's like, that's part of like why we have to do this wardrobe thing, or why we need to remind ourselves like what we have, or pull to the front what we have, because it's like, oh my gosh, I literally like have something kind of like this. I feel like this like fleece version of them is really cute, and I feel like fleeces are big right now too. The like zip ups, almost like what I have on, but full like fleece. That texture, I was trying to think about it this morning. I feel like that texture almost resembles like, is it like bear hair? I don't know if y'all ever think about like why we wear like certain textures, or you know what we're resembling, and it going back to ancient times and all that. That's how my brain works, and that's what I think about. Like, that's my Roman Empire. I'm like, so why are we wearing fleece? Is that like, are we camouflaging ourselves? Like, anyways, that's how my brain works. And so this like fleece movement on our pullovers or our shoes is fascinating to me, and I love it. I mean, it's such a fun texture and is more casual, but I don't know, there's something about having on like a fleece zip up with like glam on, and your hair can be slicked back however, and then some jewelry, and that is just so chic, and I love that. And same with her outfit, like she has on casual jeans, and it looks like some sort of like green like puffy jacket, so more casual, but that texture just like adds another layer to her more casual outfit. So play with the textures. And then in the top right, we've got the suede bag. What more can I say about these bags? They're just so fun. And that one being like that wide, almost like clamshell style bag is so beautiful. I was in H&M and they have some there. And I've seen some all over the place, but that just like style is so fun. And we talk about a lot of volume here, like adding volume into your outfits. And I feel like that's one of those pieces that can add a lot of volume and interest to your outfits. So really, really fun. I feel like that also, these Christmas commercials are like in my brain. I'm like, gifting. No, but that I feel like could be a really cool gift too. I don't know anyone who wouldn't like use that in different ways. Like some people might use it as a work bag. Some people might use it every day. Some people might use it as a baby bag, like whatever. So that might be actually a really good gifting that someone might not buy for themselves. Cutie girl on the steps. I'm obsessed. Stripes, everything. Absolutely everything. I love her browns that she has going on, and then white as her accent, and that's kind of why I popped that one in here. Being in fall in all these moody colors, I was doing a styling reel today and I put on an outfit, and it's so easy to almost do too much moody in a way. It's like, is that an actual, can you have too much moody? I don't know, but I at one point just felt like I had too many browns on, and so I had to add in more whites, like more of a contrast color. And I thought that was a good rule of thumb if you're ever in a pickle where you are getting dressed in the morning and you're like, wait, something's off with this outfit. Like, is it that you need a contrasting color? You know, do you need to add some sort of interest in that way and see if that fixes it? So that was part of why I popped that in there. And her little pooch is so cute. And hello, suede bag, if you zoom in. I love that bowler style. That is so cute. And I feel like the bowler bags were huge. I mean, they've been huge for a long time, but they've come back in my lifetime. Next photo. Top right, girl. Y'all already know if you look at her shoes, and you listened to, I think, last week's episode, you know why I'm going to bring this up. Tall, red or maroon or burgundy boots. I actually went looking for them this morning on the webs. I went typing. She happened to pop up when I was making this, and I was like, I am obsessed. And the fact that her green stripes paired with that was so fun, and in a way they're contrasting. That helped me know that I would get even more use out of burgundy, because I have colors like that in my closet, and my shoes are for fall are normally like a cream, a black, or a brown, and it's like, okay, burgundy actually would pair well. And so thank you, Girly Q, for the inspo with your green. And then our girl in the middle, a lot of the call out here is the suede, but also the tights with the sneakers. I want to try to do this kind of outfitting a little bit more, because there's something so interesting about really opaque tights with a sneaker or with a more casual shoe. It adds interest into the outfit where a bare leg just could never. And so I personally want to try this, and I've been seeing a lot of people have sneakers that are suede, and I'm here for it. I think if you're going to get a sneaker this fall, maybe get a suede one, because they really are cutie. And then our bottom left girl is, again, that opaque tight option. Also, shout out Target. They have some of the best tights. I used to dance and would go through tights like crazy. I never wore Target ones, but my point is, I feel like I know good tights, and the Target ones are cheap, and also they don't rip as easy. So also size up. Dancer tip, size up one size. If you look on the back of the Target thing and it tells you you're this size, maybe go up one more. It's just going to give you a little bit more pull. And if you want it to be more opaque, just pull more up into your thighs. Okay, tip over. Her look is super cute, because if you look at her outfit, it looks a little bit more casual. She has a scarf on, all the things, little pointelle, maybe skirt or dress or shorts. And then she has her opaque tights on with some shiny riding boots or rain boots. And I'm like, what a fancy way to dress all of those textures up. So noted, and that's something that I want to try to elevate more of. I don't really wear I wear a lot of pants in fall. I don't wear a lot of shorts, or I have a few skirts, but I really do just have fun with my pants. So all three of these outfits kind of encourage me to play with a tight, which is not new. But the pairing it with sneakers or pairing it with more of a casual outfit is new to me. Last photo, top left. I am obsessed with this burgundy that she has on. I just did a reel last week about fashion accessories, and I was saying I always choose red. I always choose a bright red, and so I don't know, this more burgundy color, I feel like this could even be a big color going into Christmas this year. So if I pick up any accessories this fall, I really might try to grab more of burgundy, since I kind of know red is my accessory color. I'm like, okay, what's the fall version of that in burgundy is it? So I just really liked her styling, and it was just so cutie. Girly in the middle kind of shouts out to our denim on denim trend that's still here, but I love that she did an oversized blazer with it. I know I kind of had a hot take about denim on denim kind of being boring, and this is something that I forget. I forget that I could throw on an oversized blazer, and all of a sudden there's so much interest going on. So thank you, Girly, for the reminder. The rain boots. We chatted about this, I think, last week. I love this English out in the fields vibe that she's giving, but it's the streetwear version. So her plaid with her little shorts and then her rain boots. That is just so fun and transitional during this season, because where you live, it might still be really warm. So it's such a good outfit. The last one is girly in stripes and a scarf. And I love her mix of big stripes with a chunky scarf, and then her hair is backed, kind of like we've talked about, taking away some volume when you have more voluminous pieces on. And so I appreciated that two-tone of a color and then her balance in her outfit. So the next thing we chatted about was the mini coffee chat. And it was about believing in yourself and believing in the style you choose, all the things. I've been thinking about this for a while and then kind of realized, wait, this also has to do with style as well. I think it's all intertwined. One of the biggest things that gets in our own way is ourselves. And it's like, we just need to take it one day at a time. This is like what I'm telling myself. I have not mastered this, and I don't know that any of us ever master it. But taking it one day at a time, telling yourself that you can do it. And honestly, even before that, like just trying. I think one of the biggest things, regardless of like what people will say, whether it's about your going after something or your personal style, like the fact that you tried says so much more, and it says so much more about you. And if someone's saying anything, then they probably haven't tried, just being completely honest. But no, leaving other people out of it and just focusing on the issue that might just be within us is just like not believing in ourselves, or just choosing to have courage and just choosing to go after that thing. One of the biggest things is just having the courage to go after whatever you're dreaming about, or whatever you're wanting to pursue, or whatever style you're wanting to try out that day. Like, why not? I don't know. That's one of the biggest things I've just been saying to myself is like, why not? There's nothing to lose when you... And I know I talked about this on my first episode ever of this podcast, was just like betting on yourself. But when it comes to anything you're dreaming about or a style you're wanting to try, like that philosophy still applies, like betting on yourself and just trying it. And I think there's something that comes in giving it a try. It's like, I think you get like a high, or at least I do. Like when I try something and it's something that I'm passionate about, or something I want to do, or it's a style I wanted to try, like whether I nailed it or not, like I'm just so excited that I've tried, because I haven't gotten in my own way. I haven't let other people get in my way. I've just gone after it. So that's just a mini little encouragement for the week, is whatever you're wanting to go after, whether it's a big dream or a small little thing, or a style of clothing you're wanting to try, like you've never done the barrel jean and you really want to give it a try, like just do it. Like, why not? Like even if you like quote unquote fail, like the biggest achievement is that you started and that you tried. I just want everyone to believe in themselves and also like believe in others. I think we can make the world a better place when we do that. I said this in the coffee chat, but it's like when you see other people trying out a new style or going after something that you know is like exciting for them or different, like encourage them in it. And I'm saying that in the sense of I'm trying to remember to do that as well, because I do just think that the world can be a better place whenever A, we're encouraging each other, but B, just going after the things that we're passionate and bring joy to us, because then we're spreading that joy and passion into the world. So it's like, what harm can be done, you know? So that is the mini coffee chat for the week. So the next thing we had was the styling reel. And this one was fun. It was just 3 quick pieces that I am loving for this transitional season, or if it's like 3 pieces that I am kind of swearing by for this transitional season. The first one was a dark denim like midi skirt, and it's so kind of like niche, but at the same time it's not. I'm finding for myself having like a denim skirt that's a little bit longer because it's getting cooler, but also so that you can do the boots inside of it kind of vibe. has just been so fun to do while we're transitioning into the winter. And so it's one of those things that while I was also changing over my closet, I kind of rediscovered and pulled more to the front, because it's like, oh, I want to like get good use and wear out of that, because that's such a fun piece that I do mostly wear during the fall, because by the time it gets pretty chilly, I'm kind of in pants and I'm in like anything that doesn't let air, like cold air, get on my legs. So it's one of those pieces that I really like to utilize here in this time. The second piece was suede boots. I literally laughed when I found them. I was like, I have to just call myself out on the podcast. But again, it's one of those pieces that looks so good, still with shorts, with skirts, whatever. But it also is going to look really, really cute under dresses, under long skirts, under jeans. Like, you are going to get your wear out of them. And I still think that suede just like holds up better than leather. I don't know. Maybe that's just me and how I like wear shoes. That is one of my just biggest call outs for this season is suede. Like we were talking about, if you're going to gift someone anything, like maybe do suede. I just don't think it's something that you normally just buy for yourself. And I feel like everyone looks great in it. So there's another gifting thought for you. And then the last piece was a leather jacket. And I chose my oversized leather jacket, but just a leather jacket in general, I think is really fun for this transitional season. That leather is not too like heavy. It's not too like bulky or like cozy as we get into the winter. So I think it pairs well with some of those like lighter pieces as we are working our way into the cooler months. I know that I wear that jacket more during this season than I do any other season, just because it is lighter weight and because it's oversized, like more air can get in, but it's also just a great one to throw over, like if I have on jeans, but then I have on like a tee, like adding that to the outfit all of a sudden makes that outfit more fall. So having pieces like that, whether it's the dark denim midi skirt or the suede boots or your oversized leather jacket, like that's what these transitional pieces are meant to do, is kind of turn your fall outfits even more fall. Pieces that you're gonna like wear now and wear later. Whether it's instead of a tee in a few months under that jacket, I'll have on a sweater. So that's kind of the thinking around in that reel, what I was thinking, and what hopefully it's helpful and inspiring as you're kind of getting dressed in these days, or you're shopping for yourself or other people. That's kind of something that I call out and know that I've worn. And then when you are watching this, go on over after you're done and check out the Friday fashion screenshots. They will be up, and go comment that you're from the podcast, say hey, and I'll come chat with you and say hey back. So that is all we have for the Define recap for the week. And I have one more announcement. Let's get our coffee in hand. I have decided that I knew Define Style Takeover would run through October, but I've decided that after next week's episode, I am going to let that be the last episode of season 1 of Coffee Hang Podcast. I am so proud of myself, and just the achievement of doing it. Yeah, so we are going to end season 1 and start season 2 back in January 2026. So just going to take off for the holidays, be able to like put some time in some other places and just help myself balance life and work and all the things. So I wanted to say it here. I also said it in the vlog. So yeah, we're coming back in January 2026, better than ever with season 2. It's not the end. But if you liked this podcast and you liked the fashion or whatever elements, will you leave a comment and just like let me know, or send me a DM? Also subscribe, comment, like, all those things really help me and any of your other favorite creators know that what we're doing is like what you want to keep seeing. I, for the longest time, was a silent watcher or listener and didn't like things or subscribe or whatever. And once I became a creator and just worked in this world more, I'm like, oh, that's actually really helpful. So if you would help me out and let me know what you are loving about this podcast, send me a message, do it however you want, and also subscribe. So thank you. If this is your first episode or this is I think this is episode 15th. Thank you for listening. It means the absolute world. And I can't wait to just I know I'm going to have so many ideas and writing so many notes in between season 1 and 2. And I want to hear your thoughts. Let me know. So yeah, that is all I have for today, y'all. I am going to pop out and go on a walk before the sun goes down. And maybe you get to do the same whenever you're listening to this. Get out in the beautiful weather. Hopefully it's beautiful where you are and it feels good. And thank you for being here. It was an absolute pleasure to talk about some fashion, some wardrobe organizing, all the things. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and I will see y'all next week. Cheers.